right.
You know, we don't normally get owned by those intros, but we got owned by that intro. Sorry about that, guys. Here's Maru Prime over here at the middle left. Over here.
I didn't get owned, Tasteless. The intro cheese me.
The intro did a strategy.
It wasn't like the quick cheese, but like he just went straight to carriers without getting ground units. Like, how am I supposed to counter that?
Okay. Here's Sans Ed over here at the right. They're far apart, so we could see some more tech-oriented strategies.
We are on Lost Temple. You know, this map, we haven't seen a ton of TVPs here yet. It's been mostly Scrap Station we've seen. But we've seen a few good ones. Tank Boy Prime comes to mind, you know, the way he sniped those Colossi. And, you know, Vikings can be quite useful in that way. If you have your Colossi just sitting in your expansion, fly those Vikings around by the ledge, and it's very hard for Stalkers to actually hit them because of that 6-6 range. So I'm wondering what we're going to see here out of our Protoss player. Last game, of course, opening with those Phoenixes and really kind of throwing Tank Boy for a loop.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we got to truly see Tank Boy's playstyle, period, back there. Or like,
I don't know why I call him Tank Boy. I'm sorry, Maru.
Oh, you just messed me up when you did that, too.
Man.
You said Tank Boy, and then I looked at you and I thought, oh, my God.
It's not a Tasteless. Like a trick. Tasteless, I think, is not a plan. It's like not a Grubby.
Somehow like tricked me. Like it's like a ZVZ right now. I'm like so confused.
Like, he should go Roaches.
No, yeah. Wait, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why we said Tank Boy. Yeah, Maru. We didn't really get to see Maru's playstyle back there, because from the start of the game he was put at a disadvantage because of the sneaky strategy.
But he did want to go tech. He didn't know he was at a disadvantage and still went for the mech units. So
yeah, maybe we're going to see it again.
Yeah, we've just seen so many Marauders in this matchup, seen so many Banshees in this matchup. I'm excited that we actually just saw mech play. I have not seen enough mech play. I love mech against Protoss in this game. It's just a little bit tricky because of the Immortals.
Yeah. The Immortal is such an interesting unit.
I don't know. I don't like the Immortal Tasteless. I don't think it's interesting at all.
Is that because it's ruined your life before as a Zerg player? All right. We're still at early game here at the GSL. This is the biggest StarCraft 2 tournament in the world. Biggest esports tournament in the world. We got such a huge prize pool.
And it's going on next month as well. You can come down and try to qualify October 9th and 10th in Seoul, South Korea. Sign-up's going to open up in, I believe, a week.
Tech Lab on the way here. Will we see a Marauder or will we see a Reaper?
I want a Reaper.
Oh, it's Marauder. You can't have what you want.
Oh.
That's life.
I wish I could have everything I want, Tasteless.
Like some of the people on our forums. Can I have everything I want? No, you cannot have everything you want. Can I have everything I want? No, that is not possible. But we will try to do our best to please you. The SCV is going to be picked off here. We haven't seen any critical tech.
You know, really nothing to show yet. Ooh, I really like the quick command center.
Yeah, nice.
Just expanding off Marauders is something we do see from time to time. I'm sure those are barracks being thrown up right there. Meantime,
Robo facility.
Yeah.
Now, you got to be careful because you can actually rush a Terran with the Immortal. If he's going to Marauders like this and wreck him.
Yeah, you get a couple of Mortals and he's just going pure Marauder into expansion. It can get pretty rough. So our Terran player, knowing this, is going to want to get some bunkers on the low ground and produce Marines out of those two barracks. But he's mining so much gas. We may even see a Ghost Academy go down very quickly here.
The Ghost Academy is pretty good, especially if the Protoss is pretty sentry heavy. Because sentries, they don't do a lot of damage. They have an attack, but it kind of...
they nerfed that attack during
They nerfed that attack. Thank God they nerfed that attack, by the way. But the sentries...
right now, it's like actually shining a flashlight in your eyes. Like, it's annoying, but like you're gonna live.
Yeah, it's not as powerful attack. It's not as bad as the Arbiter attack in StarCraft 1, where I was like, why do they even have this unit actually attack?
They had the Arbiter attack in StarCraft 1 actually for two reasons. One, so that the old school Canadian Protoss Pride could kill your units with it and make you look stupid, and two, to make sure that it actually got targeted by units in combat.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would just be so silly, man. The Arbiter's just floating there, nothing will target. You're like, please die, Arbiter!
He spotted the Robo Bay, and I believe that scan might have lasted just long enough for him to see the Colossus. So Protoss actually not going to take this opportunity to get Immortals and try to break him. Now, I don't know the rush distance timing between these two locations. If we go all the way across the map, you can see it's pretty far. It's about as far as you could possibly be from your opponent on this map. So
expanding.
Not bad, not bad. So he's going for defensive play. They both want to expand. They both want to tag.
Yeah. I would have liked to see maybe an Immortal pop out. For whatever reason, I am a big fan of getting an Immortal early as Protoss against almost everything. It's just like this scary unit you see. You're like, ooh, I better not go like anything armored, which is pretty much everything in the game.
Yeah. Well, that, and also, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Also, it's great to just get one if you're just teching to a Colossus right before you go to Colossus. And Immortal's kind of like one of those handy units that just have in a micro fight. Especially if you're playing, if you like a Warcraft 3 guy where your micro is really good, you're great at controlling a small group of units. I've been amazed at seeing War 3 players control the Immortal.
Yeah, they pay so much attention, which, is this huge
can be
difference.
Good and bad.
Yeah, sometimes it pays off big, and sometimes you just gain money and have no units, so if your opponent defends it, you are in big trouble. But a lot of attention to detail by those players.
Now this push here by the Terran, I don't know if he's going to attack or if it's a fake, but the Colossus isn't out. There's no Immortal because he skipped that tech.
This could be dangerous.
He's got to have good force fields. Stim!
And I don't know if that was the best force field usage. Blocks 2 Immortals in, but very nice.
Well, apparently this guy's actually stuck inside there. Can he even attack?
No. Well, he can if he's near there, but he gave him the retreat command because all his units were on one hotkey, and he doesn't end up attacking.
This is the last survivor.
That's it, man. The last Marauder.
He lost everybody in his platoon.
It's like a movie I once saw called The Last Mohicans.
The last Firebear guy.
Yeah. It's poor guy sitting out there, checking out that watchtower, watching to see if any more come. A great sacrifice, quite a martyr. We have Thermal Lance being upgraded, Colossus being created.
Now, I didn't expect that attack to be that one-sided. I thought the Marauders were actually going to do much more damage. But that split turned out to be very effective. So Maru's not in a good position, and this is a very good moment for the Zenith team. By the way, it looks like he's going to switch. This is exactly what he wants to be doing. This is so smart. You got to start getting mass Vikings. Look,
and as long as you hit your depots, you're going to have a ton of Vikings by the time he has that amount of Colossi that actually really scare you. So, sorry to interrupt, but I was just so excited that he was going Vikings.
No, this is like a politeness battle. No, excuse me.
No, please, Tasteless. Please continue.
If you can mass up enough Vikings, the Colossus costs so much money, and it actually costs so much gas. What is this guy doing? I don't know what his story is. Okay. I just send that in Marauder.
He was depressed, man. He
should have at least tried therapy or antidepressants, but he just sent that in there. I don't know if he wanted to scout with that, but that was a bad decision.
Wow.
But let me get back to this important point. The Colossus costs so much gas and minerals that it forces the Protoss to have a zealot-heavy army. So that means sometimes they don't have enough air defense early on.
Yeah, a lot of Protoss players stop making Colossi and go back to Stalkers to try to stop.
Yeah, it's a tough balance. Okay, he's pushing forward. We have Vikings out, but I don't know if that's enough Vikings. He stims. I think that was a little bit too soon of a stim.
Very premature stim here, and here we go. The Vikings trying to hit there, and the Stalkers doing a great job. But one Colossus does go down.
Nice. Oh, it's going to burn down. Call the fireman. All right, he saves it. He needs to keep that bunker. And he has the second Colossus. Now, look at that range with the Thermal Lance. Now, the range on the Viking is very high up as well, but he's got to be very careful.
Same range, in fact.
Yeah,
9 versus
range.
9. And here we go, stimming in.
I don't know if he should be moving in like this. Force field gets them stuck right there. One Colossus down.
Oh, I really want to see the Stalkers targeting the Vikings, but they weren't. So one Colossus is down. The second one looks like it may fall. It does, in fact, fall.
Just in time. But I think there's too many units here. Whoa, he could have actually killed the bunker.
Yeah.
I actually think he could have actually killed the bunker and backed up, regrouped, and attacked again.
I do sometimes wonder if people are playing with the unit hit bars on.
Yeah, you got to
see that low, you're like, oh, one more volley, sup.
Yeah.
You just kill it.
If you guys haven't already, definitely play with the hit point bars on. It's so much better like this. So you can see everything. We take them off so it doesn't look like a bunch of hit point bars and not actually units. Nice control here, but we don't see Vikings here to take on this Colossus. This is the big problem. And Actually, these bunkers are empty, believe it or not. I mean, he really could push in there a little bit further with the Colossus. But Protoss is going to back up. Now, Protoss, I think, should have expanded during all this. And didn't.
Yeah, and one thing I would like to point out, if we look at the income tab, we actually see more economy from our Protoss player, San Zenith, despite the fact that Terran has mules. So Terran really not enough SCVs out right now. Just simply not producing enough SCVs to fully maximize his economy. Pesos is speechless at that. Why don't we have enough SCVs, Maru?
You're so wise. I didn't know what to say. I was like, I got to write this down. We see a drop coming over here. And not bad. He's taking out a few proxy pylons. Ideally, he would have wanted to get in the main and take out the Nexus. And this dropship, it's funny. The Stalker can actually outrun not a dropship.
Oh!
A medevac. Oh, nice. He actually saves it. He gets back in there. But the pilot of the medevac kicked him back out the door.
Will that medevac live?
What's this guy's story going to be?
She is so scared behind enemy lines.
She's got to get out of here, man. This is dangerous territory.
She just actually brought her fingers to her lips there and went, shh.
She's looking, look, you can see she's looking around. I got it. Oh, she's gone too. Maru scans a lot, more than other Terran players.
A lot of scans.
These Colossuses are actually pretty vulnerable right now.
Yeah, and the Vikings doing a lot of damage right here. San may be in trouble.
He's chasing him down.
Colossus joined the battle, but so many Vikings.
Oh, blink!
Good blink. Targeting these Vikings. Great moves here by San Zenith. And he just has a lot of units. In fact, if we take a look at the supplies, 93 versus 133, 40 more supply. And San may be showing us here it was no flaw that he beat Torch.
Yeah, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And Maru Prime, every time he tries to be aggressive, it fails. Every time he tries to defend, he barely gets out of there alive.
Quite true. He should just blink into the main.
He can blink into the main.
And there he goes.
Oh, wow.
No bunkers for you now. And, wow, the Vikings doing sick damage, not targeting. Wow.
Whoa, actually, the Protoss handled that pretty poorly. I thought he could have blinked out one by one.
You've really got to target Vikings as well. You can't let so many Colossi die. They're both still on 2 bases, even though he is making a new Nexus. It's so dangerous. And another scan. He doesn't even like mules. He just likes to scan. And, I love scan. It's great, but I feel like there's some other ways you can also gain knowledge.
All right. These Zealots probably jealous that they cannot blink. Here comes another battle. And he's doing a great job of blinking and just staying in front of those Colossuses. And I think that might be GG.
Yeah,
I don't know if he can stop this now.
The overwhelming amount of units.
GG. What a game. I'm sad, though. I didn't want to see Maru go like this. I wanted to see Maru get a little bit farther. Maru, though, we hope we can see you again here at the GSL.
Good play by San Zenith, eliminating real favorites of the crowd. Torch gone, one of the few corners.
Yeah.
Now the 13-year-old, the youngest player in the tournament, gone.
I'm sad.
Yeah. It's too bad. San Zenith just crushing dreams here, man, as he goes into the top 16.
I didn't want to see him lose. I wanted to see our little guy get a little bit farther in the tournament. But it was interesting to see that fast gold base in Game 1.
Yeah.
I like that strategy. It seems very effective. It's going to work against a bad player or a good player. If your opponent's smart, he's going to say, well, wait a minute, he's not expanding. I need to take it easy.
Bad, you're going to beat him anyways.
Yeah, because you got a gold base.
And you're good and he's bad, so that
means a lot too. There you go. Yeah. All right, and if you're watching this, you're probably getting better and better at StarCraft 2 every day.
Of course.
We have all sorts of people. We have actually so many different countries tuning in. It is actually insane. I think for the Classic, we had over 87 different countries tuning in, and I know we have more for this.
More than 87.
More than 87.
How many countries are there?
I don't know, man. We're going to have to have other planets tuning in and stuff. The actual Protoss are sitting here watching, rooting for San Zenith in that last game. We'll be right back. We're going to do an interview. We hope you ask some awesome questions.